guy to call him next. Everybody else is Mr. Roland.
So, okay, now Dr. Yolanda,
Yes,
you want to
ma'am.
run that by me one more time, what you said?
Well, we're talking about killers
Okay.
that kill the
Voice
voice
killers.
killers, things that affect our esteem and deal with our issues and cause us not to emerge and not to be great and not to take our stands in life. And so I just threw on the table tonight for our discussion that one of the things that have done that is our church history, our church backgrounds, our church attendance has many times been the very thing that has shut down our mouths and caused us not to emerge as the great beings that God has made us to be. Religion, let me be specific.
Yes.
The spirit of religion has had a way of shutting down a whole 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe thousands of generations who have not emerged and been the great people that they're supposed to be because they were told that they need to sit down, put on a shirt and a tie, put on a hat and some shoes and listen and never activate, never execute, never implement.
Tap those screens.
Give me some hearts on that one.
So we have to make sure we have, I don't know what this lemonade craze
I
is.
told you, lemonade is the new shade.
Okay, so we're going to have to make sure we have some lemonade in the building. But so, Dr. Yolanda,
Yes, ma'am.
So could it be, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Could it be because most of or I'm not going to say most, a lot of our leaders are dealing with their own secret hurts and pains, and because they refuse to go there, then they're giving out all that they know, which is to continue to cover up?
I believe that there's a cover-up. And I believe that there's a cover-up among leadership in religious dogma, religious circles, where they have thought that if I'm going to be the pastor or the leader, I can't deal with my issues. I'm supposed to just deal with theirs. And so that's counter, though, intuitive. How can you help somebody get somewhere when you can't get there yourself? And so we've lived even in our community with broke people, hurt people. I mean, when I say broke up, I mean physically and emotionally inside. Things are broken, and yet you're trying to mend. That's an oxymoron.
Oh my God.
And so we've dealt with, we've had people lay hands on us who had nasty things that they had in their life. We had people who tried to help us when they really was undercutting the help. Because they had their own sense of low self-esteem. And so they did not know how to help anybody, but they lived and shrouded it in a robe, put on a cross and said, but I'm the leader. You know, and so I'm not bashing,
but
as much as I'm just trying to say this is where a lot of our issues have come from, where people right here in 2016 are saying, why have I not developed? Why have I not grown? Why have I not started my business? Why have I not written my book? Why do I feel like I'm never really getting anywhere? But I love Jesus, but I love the Lord. Okay, so you have the love for the Lord, but something, if he is truly the one who breaks yokes and destroys the burdens, why is that not evidence?
Oh my gosh.
Why is that not showcased in our lives? And so those are hard discussions, but we've got to have them, because when I'm on PowerSpeak 3 times a week, those are the issues that people are dealing with. They love God, but they're like, why am I still stuck? Why am I still right here thinking, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'll be accepted, I don't know if I'll be released, I don't know if I'll be blessed, I don't know, you know. And so when Steve Jobs developed and designed Apple, he did not pray about it. Now, I know he's not a believer, but let me just tell you what I mean. When creativity is working, you don't have to pray about creativity.
Come on now.
When creativity is flowing, you don't have to ask God, should I keep creating? God creates, and he created us to create. And so we don't have to ask permission to be who God by DNA established in us to be. There are some things you just don't need to pray about.
You just need to do it.
You need to do it.
Come on.
You need to just show up.
I love that because you often hear, well, just be still and know that I am God. That does not mean don't do.
It's still to know that God has nothing to do with executing the greatness that's within you.
Yes, yes.
Be still and know that I'm God is recognize how great the one is that calls me by name.
Yes.
And sends me forth to do the things that I've been designed. And literally the heavens wait for us to do these things.
Yes.
To show up big, to play full out, and not to be small-minded and small in our delivery, small in our concept, small in our esteem. That is not the great big God that created us. And so we really, we just really need our audience to know that tonight. Be free, be set free. Because this is the truth. The Bible says the truth will set you free. The truth is you were designed for greatness. That God, with old school, said God didn't make no junk. And it's true, but we did not really know how to kind of extrapolate that and put it really in real terms. Real terms is when God didn't make any junk, then what did he make? Ask the question, then what did he make? He made royalty. He made authority. He made all of these concepts of genuineness that we all carry. And for us to be, stopped by religious strongholds that keep us whispering in our head, you just not that good.
Wow.
You just gonna mess up. Something bad gonna happen. What kind of nonsense?
Because I have your future in my mouth, and whatever I speak is what's gonna happen to you. That's why I love this lady right here. She ain't afraid to go there and tell you the truth. Listen, it is so many elements to this conversation that really, literally, one conversation doesn't know justice. It really doesn't. But what I do want to do, because we are going to have to schedule a part 2 because our time is almost up. Listen, for those of you who have quick comments that you want to make, and I know we said we was going to include y'all, but it got so good I forgot, y'all. I'm sorry. 240-455-5934. You can call in now. If you have something that you want to say to Dr. Yolanda, if you want to make a comment to her, if you want to let her know how she's helping you tonight, you can call in again, 240-455-5934. So while we have opened up the lines to our callers, Dr. Yolanda, let's move over into how does a person reclaim their voice?
Absolutely. One of the things that we do is called Propel Training Systems. And what we do, and it's kind of one of the formulas and techniques, is that we really have to work probably in a mastermind group. Many times people think therapy will help, and I'm not downing therapy, but one of the ways you can reclaim your voice is to really be among yoke fellows, to be among those with a similar mind, a similar heart that will give you space and time to really share your truth, to share your pain, to share your dreams, and for that to be accepted. I have found that to be one of the best ways of reclaiming voice is to work in community with like-minded fellows and folks who will say, wow, I'm ready to hear your story. And to give people space and time. And so what we do is create an environment for that. And we created models and training systems around that. And it is phenomenal to see how people can really just, I'm telling you, they just begin to shed years and layers of pain. And then they get right to the moment, which is what you said earlier. You have to return to the moment that it was stolen. And when you get to the moment it was stolen, and you get your stuff back, then you can go forth from there. And many times it has happened as children, it has happened in violation, it happened during rape, it happens through molestation, all kinds of perversions, but we take people back. And it's not an easy thing. But we say reclaim by going back and get. If you say reclaim, that is literally going back in that time and in that moment, in those emotions, and grabbing your stuff and putting back on your clothes, putting back on your identity, and saying, God, now I am going to be who you said. We're not giving that to your stepfather. We're not giving that to the man that took that. We're not giving that to the woman who walked away. We're not giving that to this or that. We are literally going back into the moments, into the days, into the night, into the hurt, and we're taking their stuff back. And we literally empower people to do that.
So what I hear you saying is that first of all, you create a safe environment. A safe environment.
Yes.
Because number one, we have to acknowledge that that place of pain could still be scary.
Very much.
It could cause a person to experience post-traumatic stress disorder, whereas it's happening all over again. They can relive that moment all over again. So what I hear you saying is that you create an environment, Propel One, and all of the other programs that you have, it creates an environment for them to go back to that place. But now watch this, they don't go alone.
No, go alone.
They go with a community of people.
Oh yeah.
So that's what makes the difference.
That's what makes the difference.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
And you talked earlier about not having to process your traumatic experiences by yourself.
Should not.
Okay. So when you have a community of people going back, traveling down that road with you, it's easier to confront that pain.
Absolutely.
Because you know that you have a support system with you that's saying, we got your back, we here for you, and we're not going to allow you to go through this alone. Now let's do what we came in here to do. Get your voice back.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And we roll up on it all together to do that. It is literally what happens in our sessions.
Okay.
As we accompany and escort and walk with, just like, you know, when somebody done beat your child up and you got to come home. We be going back. We go back to it like we getting ready to go stupid on you.
Yeah.
And we go with them into it, and we take it back, and we watch them get their power back, and we applaud them and we support them, and we tell them that the thing that happened wasn't their fault, or the thing that happened wasn't, you know, something to no longer be hidden. We validate them, we honor them, we lift them. It's the most empowering thing to see a person get their pain, they take their pain, watch this, and make their pain pay.
Yes, I like that. Hashtag pain, pay me.
Pay me back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hashtag.
And literally pain should do that. Pain should become a profit. If you've been in this thing for 13 years, then there should be 13 years of profit for every pain that you experience.
And let's be clear, we're not talking about PROPHET. We're talking about PROFIT.
Profit. I'm saying profit.
Yes. What does that mean, Dr.
Well, it means that with pain should be so clear that it took and robbed. See, pain is a robber.
Yeah.
It is a stealer.
Yeah.
It's a rogue.
That's right, Miss
Yeah.
Georgia.
And
Pay
so
me
when you
back.
go back to get back, you get back with interest. Because all those years that you lived in those tears, all those nights that you cried unsnotted in your pillow, now you owe me.
Yeah.
Because you took too much time. That I have to redeem and should be redeemed back to me and compensated and bring me recompense. So we tell pain, now I'm going to tell everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell my story. Now I'm going to expose you and unveil you before the world. And in that, everybody will watch this, will know who you are and who I am, and that we're not of the same cloth.
Yeah.
And when that happens, there is an enormous amount of power that is requited back to you. And you're able to stand up before anybody and tell people what happened and how much you hurt, but how much you learned, how much you overcame, what is now your victory, and to be able then to help others.
So that's what I was going to say. So what I hear you saying is that once that person has regained their power back, and now they have their voice, now they're freeing a nation of people.
Free a nation.
A nation of people.
Yes.
Wow.
Once you're that profitable and rich, and I mean rich in spirit, rich in your foundation, rich now in your esteem, rich in your confidence, now you can go out and help some other people that are still in the quicksand, that are still going down in the cut, and you can bring them out because now you know where the cut is.
Rich in information.
Oh yeah,
Right.
It's real. It's that interior that only you know because you know where it was, and so now you're able. Harriet Harriet Tubman is a good example of that. She came out of slavery, didn't stay free, but went back and got other people. And you use that metaphor and that really living historic metaphor for our students and clients, because we say, now you become Harriet. You become Frederick Douglass. You go back and emancipate. You go in and you bring liberation. You go and get those folk and bring them north to the freedom and liberty that is there. So it's an exciting life to be able to bring to reclaim voice after it's been attempted to be destroyed. Nothing greater, I guess, because that's my calling. Than to see an individual reclaim it.
And for those, and what I love about you and what you're doing is that literally, and I know for a fact, I'm not telling you nothing I heard, I know for a fact this woman is across all 7 continents, all 7. She is not, just helping people locally. Literally, people from all over the world are coming to her and pulling on what she has inside of her and reclaiming their voices and reclaiming their lives and building genuine legacies for people to be able to follow and pattern in their lives. So, Dr. Yolanda, I'm so sad because we're coming up on the close, and I could talk to you like all day, all night, but I'm gonna have to get you back. I'm gonna have to get you back, and your schedule is just like bananas. I'm talking in 5 cities in 1 week, and you're like, wait a minute, 2 cities in 1 day. Not across the street, like the Maryland DC line.
Girl, oh my goodness.
She is all over the place. I mean, her name is literally traveling across the 7 continents, and people are reaching out to her. And like I said, this is something I know for a fact, so I'm going to have to get on that schedule to get you back up in here. But let's please tell the listeners what you have to offer. I have one of her books that I hear, Unleashed to PowerSpeak. Discover your passion, ignite your purpose, and speak to millions with leading authority. She has another book that's out, and that's when I think you and your husband did together.
Yes, actually Focus on the Family, and Moody Publishers published Soul Food and Living Water. Spiritual empowerment for African American families, and we're so excited about it. It's old now, it's kind of dated, but the content is really good. So just helping African American and urban families really find their voice. How do they really parent? How do they really keep love relationships? So my husband and I authored that, and we're excited about that. One of the things I really would like to tell the audience, listeners here at eLife Media before we go, is that we have an enormous opportunity coming up for them. This summer, July 29th, we'll be right here in the DC, Maryland area with our PowerSpeak Live. Training, power development, how to get your voice out there, how to move among the nations, how to move in your sphere of influence. So we're going to be unveiling that. We actually started today on social media. So we'd like to invite those that are right here in the region and those that are far away. You can always fly in to Baltimore and meet us in College Park, Maryland. It's going to be at the College Park Marriott July 29th. We'll be there from 9 to 5, unlocking, unleashing, and unmuting voices for PowerSpeak Live. And our theme is called vocal velocity, releasing your vocal velocity on the 7 mountains all over the globe. How do you do that? And so we are really excited about
I'm going to be a busy somebody in July. I got all these events that I'm going to.
Yes. We will definitely be there in full support.
And they can access that information at powerspeaklive.com. So it'd be easy to go right on and read what we're doing and make that registration happen and put yourself in a place to really get free. That's really what we want.
Now, what about your programs? Propel 1, it's 2 or 3?
Yes.
Right, okay.
We have a 3. We have a 3-tiered program at Yolanda Powell Transcontinental, where we start out with Propel 1, which is acceleration. You're accelerating out of that place of stifledness, where you've been stunted, where you've been stuck. And so we start 90 days. It's called 90 days to PowerSpeak. And we open that up. And then after that, we move them to Propel 2. Those are really really want to go on and develop then their mission. So you start with your message, you move to your mission, and then ultimately we take you into your marketing. So it goes from 1, 2, 3. The message is developed. Once the message is developed, who's the message for? Who are the people you call to serve? And then finally, how do you market that message and get it out? So Propel 1 is acceleration, 2 is activation, and 3 is penetration. And we're excited to see people really getting their stuff moving and shaking in the marketplace.
Yes. Okay, so how do they reach you to get more information about what you're doing? And do you have any other events coming up outside of traveling?
That's our main event for the summer. Our classes don't start until the fall, so this September we'll be unrolling Propel 1. So those that are interested can just come on our website at yolandapowell.com, and we have Propel 1, 2, and 3. They're all laid out, how we work, what they'll get, what are their benefits, what is the price, and so they can talk with us. Just give us a call. Our 800 number is there. And it's just it's an opportunity to just interface with us. We got a new website going, so it's really easy. You can book an appointment with me or one of my team members and tell us your story. You get 30 minutes for that. So if that's something that you're interested in, we'd love to have you just go online, book an appointment with us. Say, I want to talk to you, Dr. Yolanda. I want to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing, and then we can plug people in from there too as well. We can say, well, this is a program we have, or this would be the best thing. So
okay. I told y'all she was phenomenal. She was a powerhouse, right? You all are just getting a taste of her. She is awesome, and she's, oh my God, an outstanding and phenomenal businesswoman too. So definitely, for business owners, if you are looking to take your business to the next level, you definitely want to reach out to her. She's had major corporate accounts. I'm not going to put her business out there. That's for her to do. But, she definitely is someone that you want to have on your team and in your corner if you are looking to go to the next level. So sad to say it's 10 o'clock. It's time for us to go. Again, we want to thank Mr. Roland Grimes.
Mr. Bubba.
We want to thank him. As always, he is such a blessing and a help to us, working about 5 things at one time. So we thank you tonight. He worked out PowerSpeak for us, did the engineering for the show. We thank Dr. Reggie Gaskins. That's right, go on and take it, Dr. Reggie. Dr. Reg. We thank Dr. Okay, that must be in your future. We thank Reg Gaskins again for his vision, for his mission, and for bringing it into manifestation for people like us to have a place to bring quality content. We thank you, and we were blessed to have your presence here tonight. So hello, and we were glad to see you. Dr. Baruch, thank you for having this place where we could come and be able to change television and radio. And to our listeners out there, listen, if you can think of any questions that you have for Dr. Yolanda, you can always send them to me at email info@drzamaya.com. I will make sure she gets them. Or if you just want more information for her, if you're following us on social media, I am Dr. Zamaya or either Dr. Zamaya. You will see all of her content always shared on our information, so I can get her anything that you need to have. Again, check out our eLife Media family. Make sure that you're supporting all of the rest of the family. And you can go to our website. It has a lineup of all the shows, elifemedia.net. And if you have any marketing needs or advertising needs, you definitely want to reach out to us. They are affordable, and you will get quality marketing packages and marketing strategies and marketing everything. So we love you. Thank you for tuning in with us. I got 2 things to say before we go. I'm sorry.
Special shout outs to our other co-host who is not here with us. I definitely was not aware that he was not going to be here.
Neither was I.
Vince Chapman. We miss you, man. So you need to come on in here, and I don't know where you at.
He may still be on travel. He may be on travel.
Yeah, that's why I say just come on back.
Well, I think his bread is more important. Yeah. But we miss you. We miss you, Dr. Yolanda. Do you have any last words that you want to say?
Just to say that your voice is your power source. Don't be silent. Speak up, speak out, because you have the power.
I know my voice is about to speak real loud.
And you can be
I'm not
spoken
gonna
to real
be
big because
hangry.
you after 10 o'clock.
Had some
we love you out there. She trying to get back on the family, on the food tip. We love you out there, E-Life Media, and everybody who tuned in to us. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm guilty of no stop broadcast. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Say bye, Dr. Yolanda. Make sure you still share this video and all of the videos with your followers.
You want to say something to your followers? The one that's left.
Wow. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you all so much for being with me tonight. I know we don't usually do a Thursday night together, but again, thank you. God bless you. And I will talk to you guys really soon for our PowerScope time. Thanks again. Blessings and shalom.